Hello and welcome to Last Week in AWS, the podcast. I'm going to be doing a section hike of the Appalachian Trail next week, so you won't hear from me. It'll be great. And I won't hear from the AWS Bill. It'll be delightful. Now, let's see what AWS has for us this time. Aurora DSQL launches Playground for interactive database exploration. Credit where due. Removing the account sign-up friction to get folks using DSQL is genuinely smart customer acquisition. After all, if I haven't given you my credit card, you can't surprise me with whatever comes out the other end of the Byzantine Aurora DSQL billing puzzle box. Amazon Redshift Serverless introduces 3-year serverless reservations because nothing says serverless like a 3-year commitment billed 24/7 whether you use it or not. At this point, the word has been stretched so far beyond its original meaning that it's just servers, but we manage them and you pinky promise not to leave. An actual customer-obsessed service team would have integrated with last year's database savings plans instead of segregating it out into its own thing, which is why my standing recommendation to customers contemplating Redshift remains, if you're going to set money on fire, consider getting a better result for it with Snowflake. S3 now provides AWS source region information in server access logs. Free visibility into what regions are making cross-region requests to your S3 buckets. Oh my God, I have wanted this for 2 decades now. So soon? AWS Compute Optimizer now applies AWS-generated tags to EBS snapshots created during automation. Compute Optimizer now tags the snapshots it creates before deleting your unattached EBS volumes, making it the one thing in your entire environment that actually tags things consistently, Greg. AWS Lambda Durable Execution SDK for Java now available in developer preview. Why did it take over a quarter from the announcement of the feature for the Java SDK to support it, and then only in developer preview? That seems slow. Trusted Advisor now delivers more accurate unused NAT gateway checks, powered by Compute Optimizer. Trusted Advisor will now tell you about the NAT gateways you forgot about after last year's migration, but only if you pay for AWS support. Otherwise, Trusted Advisor knows the things that will save you money, but it will not tell you any of it unless you cough up. Poor form, that. 6,000 AWS accounts, 3 people, 1 platform. Lessons learned. 3 people managing 6,000 AWS accounts is either a triumph of automation or a cry for help disguised as a blog post. Account per tenant is the just give everyone their own VPC of 2026, and your AWS bill becomes its own observability problem. At least cost attribution's easy. It's all of it. Oh, and one day you're going to onboard one additional customer and smack face first into a limit that AWS either can't or won't raise for you, and now you're in full-on panic mode. Ask me how I know. Petabyte scale cost optimization, how a video hosting platform saves 70% on S3. Okay. 70% savings is well past, you did a great job of optimizing, and well into, what the hell were you doing before? Let's see here. Sure enough, they were stuffing frequently queried videos into Glacier Instant Retrieval. Genius. AWS didn't redact the details well enough, so it looks directionally like $500,000 saved a year on about 5 petabytes of data stored on a roughly $2 million annual total AWS bill. The fascinating part is how badly the just-in-time architecture and the Glacier Instant Retrieval combination backfired. Because the whole point of GIR is to save money on rarely accessed data, but because the marketing videos kept getting watched, they were paying $30 a terabyte in retrieval fees. On data, they were saving $17 per terabyte by not storing in standard. So every single view of a popular video was costing them money compared to the storage class they were trying to optimize away from. This is a beautiful example of why you can't just set lifecycle policies and forget about them, and why an AI assistant that blindly sets lifecycle policies can absolutely screw you to death, financially speaking. Transform live video for mobile audiences with AWS Elemental Inference. Speaking of setting money on fire to serve video from AWS, turning landscape video into vertical TikTok crops in real time is genuinely useful, and I hate that. They called it agentic AI because no product launches in 2026 without that phrase stapled to it. Pricing is, oh my God, this is insane. First, the blog post screenshots call out X dollars and XX cents, which is wild. But the actual pricing page, which I've linked to, is a Wayback Machine link, because any actual customer-obsessed Amazonian or halfway competent marketer is going to treat this page like a raging fire in the building and get it fixed fast. And the thing reeks of, we'll figure this out later. If you use one feature, we'll charge you 15 cents a minute. If you use two features, we'll charge you 23 cents per minute. That's verbatim. There's no mention of what those features are, why they might be useful, and this banger, our pricing is designed to encourage you to maximize the value of your content by using multiple features simultaneously. They just came out and said, yeah, we're trying to upsell you to use more features. Did this miss a memo somewhere? Am I being punked? Even Gen AI does a better job of slapping words on a pricing page than this. Are they being frugal with the tokens again? Migrate EC2 to ECS Express mode using Kiro, CLI, and MCP servers. Migrate your EC2 workloads to ECS using AI tools is a sentence that would have gotten you involuntarily committed 5 years ago. Now, it's a blog post with 2 architecture diagrams. Points for honesty about EC2 being a maintenance tax, but solving complexity with Kiro plus 2 MCP servers is a bold definition of simplified. The fact that they didn't even mention AWS Transform, a service build as being able to do precisely this sort of thing, says a lot on its own. AI Augmented Threat Actor accesses FortiGate devices at scale. We know that they were using ChatGPT for this and not Claude, because otherwise this would have turned into a customer success story for using Amazon Bedrock for something. And finally, don't put in the paper that AI broke production. Tell them I did it. For the love of God, please, I am begging you. AWS posted a correct the record piece. True to type, manages to imply that journalists are idiots while simultaneously misleading customers about what actually happened. I wrote a piece for the Register about AWS's bizarre decision to throw engineers under the bus rather than admit their AI coding tool might have rough edges, because it turns out that protect the robot and sacrifice the human is now an actual corporate comms strategy. I'm weirdly proud of this piece, while absolutely nobody at AWS PR should be proud of their fists of ham messaging strategy around this one. And that's what happened last week in AWS. I'm cloud economist Corey Quinn. Stick around.